Have you ever wondered about the power of prayer and faith in difficult times? Today, we journey back in time to discover the story of a remarkable woman, Hannah. In the tapestry of biblical narratives, Hannah emerges as a figure of resilience, faith, and social responsibility. She was the second wife of a man named Elkanah, a man who loved her dearly despite the societal norms of the time. You see, Hannah was barren, unable to bear children, a predicament that was considered a significant misfortune in ancient Israelite society. Yet, even amidst the whispers and sideways glances, Elkanah showed her favor, offering her a double portion of sacrifices as a testament of his love. But this favoritism was not without its trials. Elkanah's other wife, the fertile and boastful Peninnah, would taunt Hannah, intensifying her sorrow. But Hannah, oh Hannah, she was a woman of unwavering faith. Her heart ached, yes, but instead of succumbing to despair, she turned her face towards the heavens. She took her sorrow, wrapped it in prayer, and laid it at the feet of God. Her prayers were fervent, her promises sincere. She vowed to dedicate her child to Yahweh, the God of Israel, if only she was granted a son. Her faith was so profound that it caught the attention of Eli, the priest. He observed her praying in the temple, her lips moving but no sound coming out. At first, he misunderstood her actions, but upon realizing her devotion, he interceded on her behalf. In the face of adversity, Hannah held fast to her faith, setting the stage for a dramatic turn of events. In her deep anguish, Hannah turned to the one source of hope she knew: God. In the quiet solitude of the temple, Hannah's heart poured out before the Almighty. Her lips moved silently, her voice a mere whisper in the wind, yet her prayer echoed through the halls of the heavens. Hannah's prayer wasn't a casual conversation, it was a fervent plea, a desperate cry from a mother's heart yearning for a child. It was a bold prayer, a promise made in faith. Hannah vowed to dedicate her firstborn child to God, should he bless her with one. She was ready to give back the very blessing she craved, a testament of her unwavering faith and trust in God's goodness. This wasn't a fleeting vow made in a moment of despair. It was a solemn promise, a covenant between her and God. Hannah was not bargaining with God, but surrendering to his will. She was not asking for a child to fulfill her desires, but to fulfill her promise to God. Yet there was humility in her boldness. She didn't demand, but pleaded. She didn't question God's will, but accepted it. She trusted God's timing and believed in his promise. She knew that the God who closed her womb could also open it. Hannah's faith was not in the promise she made to God, but in the God to whom she made the promise. Hannah's prayer was more than words. It was a reflection of her heart, a mirror of her faith. It was a testament to her resilience, her resourcefulness, and her trust in God. It was a prayer that reached out to God in her deepest despair and found comfort in his presence. It was the prayer of a woman who knew her God, trusted him, and was willing to surrender her deepest desires to him. Her prayer was a testament to her unyielding faith, a faith that would soon bear fruit in an unexpected way. Hannah's prayer and promise remind us that faith isn't just about believing in God, it's about trusting him with our deepest desires and surrendering our lives to him. It's about holding on to hope, even when the circumstances seem hopeless. It's about knowing that God hears our prayers, sees our tears, and in his perfect timing, answers. Misunderstood by many, Hannah's actions caught the attention of Eli, the priest. This was a pivotal moment in Hannah's tale, one that showcased the beauty of divine intervention in the face of human misunderstanding. Eli, the priest, was a spectator to Hannah's fervent prayers at the temple. At first glance, he misunderstood her silent prayers, assuming she was under the influence of wine. But Hannah, with her unwavering faith and resilience, clarified her situation. She spoke of her barrenness, her longing for a child, and her vow to dedicate this child to God's service. Eli, moved by her sincerity, interceded for her. He didn't just offer a casual blessing, he, a representative of God, gave a divine assurance, saying, "Go in peace, and may the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him." This was a defining moment in Hannah's story. It was a testament to the power of sincere prayer and the importance of faith, even in the face of despair. Hannah's encounter with Eli wasn't just about a misunderstood prayer, it was about the grace of God working through his servants. The birth of Samuel, Hannah's son, was a direct result of this encounter. Samuel, who would later become one of the most important figures in biblical history, was a living testament to the power of faith, prayer, and divine intervention. In Eli, we see a picture of God's grace, turning a moment of misunderstanding into a divine intervention. As we delve further into Hannah's story, we uncover the essence of faith, the power of prayer, and the beauty of surrendering to God's will. Hannah's story is more than just a tale from the past, it's a treasure trove of insights for us today. As we delve into Hannah's life, we see a woman of unwavering faith and resilience. Despite the hardship and sorrow of being barren, she turns to fervent prayer, demonstrating the power of sincere communication with the divine. She teaches us to pour our hearts out to God, not just in times of joy but especially in moments of deep anguish. Hannah's humility is another lesson to take to heart. She does not let her pain turn into bitterness, nor does she seek vengeance against those who cause her distress. Instead, she chooses to remain humble, a quality that is as rare as it is precious, especially in today's world. Perhaps the most poignant lesson from Hannah's story is her obedience to God's instructions. When her prayers are answered with the birth of Samuel, she does not renege on her promise. She dedicates her son to God, showing us the importance of keeping our vows, especially those made in faith. In this era, often referred to as the end times, these lessons from Hannah's story are more relevant than ever. As we navigate the challenges of our own lives, may we, like Hannah, exhibit fervent prayer, unwavering faith, humility, and obedience to God's instructions. In Hannah, we find a model of faith and surrender, a beacon of hope in troubled times. As we conclude our journey with Hannah, we are left with a challenge. Let's carry Hannah's story in our hearts, as a reminder of the power of faith and prayer. We invite you to share your own experiences, your own stories of faith and resilience. Remember, we're all on this journey together. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and join us as we continue to unlock insights from the past for the present. Until next time, keep the faith.